some bikes. I had a 300, a 125, and then one of Tate's 85s that was ready, but basically no longer needed. And unfortunately, I got a 300 and I thought it would be a great idea and awesome, and unfortunately never got time to ride it, so it's literally brand new. I never ever rode it, and so I'm going to return so that they can sell it. I think it deserves a new owner. I'm getting a new 250 two-stroke, which is probably, truthfully, more in my wheelhouse. I'm excited about that. And then we're going to get Tate a bike. So we'll see what they got. Maybe they like a 125 or a 150 or maybe even a 250. What do you think, Tate?
I think I'm got it.
I could not mix gas. That would be fun. Just dump fuel in it, press the button and go. Everything about four strokes, when you think about them, they're just easier, just better. Is it better or easier? Is easier better? Yeah. It's better, easier. Actually, this particular store we're going to Buford. In my opinion, like a lot of mountain stores are all awesome and rad, but this particular one has probably the highest volume of actual dirt bikes. And let's be honest, dirt bikes is where our love is, and I always get a kick about, kick going to this store, because it's just, it's like it's a massive kid in a candy store moment, so let's go check it out. So we're at the Buford store. I believe they call it the Mall of Georgia. It's awesome. Like I said, this is my favorite because it has, at least the stores that I've been in, it's like the highest volume of dirt bikes. And for me, it's always that moment of like coming in and your childhood just flashing in front of you, like seeing all the different bikes. And like, I'm impressed with like, the KTM now. I'm actually looking at the little Husky one, but the KTM one on the end here. And it's like, I can't imagine if you were to do it, the kid thing again, which Ellie, no more kids. She does want number 4, but we're not going there. But like the little bike that's kind of like looks like a PETA, but it's an electric bike, is so rad to me. This store just recently got the KTM brand, so obviously Gas, Husky, and KTM. And yeah, and seeing the volume of it is so awesome, especially like post-COVID. You started coming to these stores and they were ghost towns, like nothing, and now it's legit. It's awesome seeing, how many people in our industry growing at the rate that it is quite cool. So let's go check out the dirt bikes.
It's bigger in real life.
How do you feel?
A little nervous to ride it. It's probably pretty fast.
What do you think, Tate?
We're definitely going to not.
250? Mm-hmm. We're going to go full fast or full slow?
No, we're going mellow.
Oh, we're going to go mellow?
Yeah.
No seat?
No seat. Stand up. Short people probably. You should understand that.
I don't get it. No. I wouldn't know.
Got the new tires, see?
Yeah.
It's worth the upgrade just for the new tires.
We've done that.
Saves me changing them. Tell me this bike's not the sickest thing ever. See, it's a hard no, shop's closed, but you would almost consider a 4th just to have one of these. This thing's sick. Like, this thing's rad. I could crush you on this thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like, even the throttle feels cool. Look at the brakes. All right, with the Buford store having all 3 brands, obviously Gas, Husky, and KTM, the new model year's coming. What I'm seeing is a lot of sale signs. That makes it exciting because you can come in, get a new bike at a reasonable price, go love dirt biking. If you're a regular TwoTwoTV watcher, you know that Mountain Motorsports is a huge part of our program. We could not do any of this without them. And as you know, we have ads that play, and our famous spokesperson for Mountain and us, Miss Abby.
Stop
Hi,
it.
Miss Abby. You're
Hi.
famous now.
Oh, I try.
We're here. She's checking it out. She's also she does a lot of the marketing stuff behind the scenes and the video content and everything like that for Mountain. What can you tell us about this store in particular? Because you're going to know way more than I do.
Yeah, so this Buford store is very off-road heavy. We sell a lot of dirt bikes here, a lot of side-by-sides, all that stuff. It's super fun. We're close to a lot of off-road places, a lot of tracks and stuff up here. So we sell a lot of off-road. This is definitely the biggest inventory of dirt bikes that we have, but with it being the off-season and, switching between 24 and some of the 25s are starting to come out, we've got a lot of dirt bikes that are on sale now. So we're trying to get some of these out before we get the new 25s in.
Exactly, and see, I was right. I loved at this store because it's always my favorite because of the volume of actual off-road dirt bikes. When we lived in North Carolina for 4 years, this store is literally right off I-85. So it was only like 3 hours from Charlotte, North Carolina. It was the easiest store to come and go from. So I've spent quite a bit of time here coming and going, and again, like I said, I don't want to pick because I don't like picking. Everyone gets mad. But I'm a dirt bike fan, so it's one of my favorites.
I love coming to look at the dirt bikes here too.
Yeah.
I go to the other stores and they've got tons of great stuff, but not as many dirt bikes as this place has. And
a lot of play.
I love dirt bikes.
It's like off moto playing.
Yeah.
Like
some of them have a lot of on road.
Yep.
I'm not really on road. I like my dirt bike.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of them.
250F?
It's heavy.
It's heavy?
Yeah.
From here forward, everything gets heavy.
Yeah.
Welcome to Four Strokes. Bro.
Really touched, but we got it.
You think you got me on this thing?
Probably.
I'll even ride it too with your two-stroke to keep it fair. Dude, what are you gonna do with this press button rather than kicking it? So, let's see it in the comment. How dumb I am, how not ready for a 250F. He is not ready. I didn't get here just by doing what everybody said to do and playing by the rules and the system. So, yeah, like I was 11 racing pro races in Indonesia. The next youngest person was 18 on the 252 stroke. So, did not make it here by doing it the conventional way. Why it's fun when it's your kid, you know, like they don't come with a set of rules and things that you do. So anyway, it's little things like I could ride the bike, help him, you know, mapping, suspension settings, all those things like starting to come over into my wheelhouse here. So about time you start growing.
I know.
Nah, you never wanted to grow up. But anyway, I think it's gonna be fun. Ooh, just feeling stronger already. Oh.
I stalled it.
Just ride it over to the van.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Already stalled it. Like that your teenager grows up. Lucky mom's not here. I don't know if mom's okay with it. Should we tell her? She's gonna be like, oh, is that yours? No. So we're packed up, we're heading home. We're actually gonna drive straight to Power Bend, get suspension for Tate. I want that transition to be as good and safe as possible. So we'll go get his suspension done because he's so don't forget, every weekend I hear about you guys wanting to claim my bike. They're available. They're at Mountain Motorsport. I just returned one of Tate's 4. I need to go and basically clean them up and get the other 3 ready. So if you want one of our old bikes or Tate's old bikes, they're ready and available at the Buford store in Mall of Georgia. That was a really long trip. We drove sideways from Atlanta. Literally. Not gonna lie, it's really weird to have a big bike. They're really heavy. I like the mini bike, the 85s being so light. Look at that. Precision. Open the door. We need a bigger door. So we're on the way home. We have stopped off at Power Band. We're gonna tweak on this suspension for my giant yoked up son of mine.
Giraffe.
My baby giraffe.
All right, don't call me a baby giraffe because I've only just grown now where I'm like actually somewhat tall.
Yeah, we're gonna just make the suspension appropriate, make it fun. So yeah, Tyler's gonna hook it up, and then we're gonna get home. So, because we're gonna ride this thing, we're gonna rip it tomorrow.
What do you think, Tate?
Suspension. No excuses now.
Yeah. No
I
excuses.
mean, you're claiming you're gonna beat me, so I at least given you your best shot, getting you a good suspension. The 25 with the frame and swing arm stuff, it's way better. So just giving you a chance.
Yeah, notice he left his bike in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ride a stock. Just keep it simple.
The stock rocket.
Yeah, I don't want to beat you too hard.
You probably will beat me the first couple laps until I figure it out, and then we'll be moving after that.
How many years until you can beat me?
Like on your 450, you going all out? Probably, if I keep progressing, probably like 17-ish or 18. Maybe.
Age group.
Huh?
You're like 17 years old.
Maybe.
I mean, I thought we were going pro at 16. You want to be able to beat. You want to be able to beat me. If you can't beat me, then you ain't going pro. I'm not getting any younger. I'll be what, 45? Come on, you don't want to get beat by a 45-year-old. Oh, we're good.
I was just wanting to make sure. I was like, are we even gonna? Let me see. Where is my tape measure? I just had it. I have a
You don't need to touch with 2.
I know.
It's actually better just touch with 1.
You don't have to worry about kicking it anymore.
I was gonna say you didn't even have to kick it. You just press a button, bro. I actually think it's gonna be funny watching you crash.
You trying to pick it up?
Like fall over in the turn, and then I watch you try to grab your kickstart.
All right, just leaving Power Band. Just got new suspension. Thank you to Tyler for hooking me up, getting some new suspension for my 250. Now we're gonna go ride it. So probably tomorrow. I don't know if we'll ride it today, but probably tomorrow. So see you tomorrow.
At Mountain Motorsports, we don't just sell power sports, we sell opportunities for adventure. Mountain Motorsports operates 10 dealerships across Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama with tons of in-stock inventory of motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, watercraft, and more. It's our mission to help you find and customize the perfect machine for you and your riding style. Not only are we committed to getting you on the perfect machine, but with over 200 years of combined experience in our service departments, we also support you through every step of your adventure ahead. Together, we make the road less traveled the most thrilling adventure of your life.
All right, so we picked up the bike yesterday, old bikes. Got Tate some suspension at Power Band. Now I've slapped on some stickers. Luckily, we had some black backgrounds planned for my 125. That we never put on, and so anyway, here we are. Looks really cool, looks exciting. A few little things we're doing, basically the electric start button and the kill switch, old school ones on. I don't necessarily like the new ones, so anyway, do that. And anyway, we're just gonna go ride in the backyard and have a bit of fun. Excited to see him ride it. Obviously, I've seen him ride the 125, so like I think height-wise, he's fine. So many things I could say, like we could sit here and I could tell you how disappointed and bummed I am that, the regionals went the way they did, but you have to kind of be true to who you are. I don't like that system. Tate is more than good enough. Like that's probably the frustrating thing from a dad standpoint. He ticked all my boxes, like there's definitely things that we need to work on and be better at, but I think for the most part, he came so far. He was ripping in a lot of things and advanced in many areas over the regionals, and you don't get sucked into the system, like people watching, like you're not gonna see a conventional way of, how to go racing. I am fortunate for who I am and what that created. We're not gonna do it my way necessarily, but a little bit more old school, Ride bikes, don't think about one event a year, just focus on riding dirt bikes and being good on dirt bikes, and that's what it takes to be awesome. Tate needs experience. He needs exposure to all the things. So stalling out and, putting your tail between your legs during the summer ain't it. I think it's time to double down, and we've more than doubled down. We got 250 cc's, so probably almost double the weight. See if I'm crazy, which we know I'm crazy, but let's see if I'm just silly.
And I'm crazy, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna come back next year, Jack, because I'm gonna be riding this thing every weekend, every day.
Oh yeah?
I'm just gonna be ripped as heck.
Oh, and riding the bike's gonna do that?
Yeah, probably. Hopefully this thing is gonna not take me for a ride like a bull, but hopefully it does most of the work, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hand this thing this first lap, but then I'll start figuring it out.
Red and red, or red and gray?
Red and gray.
Okay, just so that you know that gray is the starter.
Yeah.
Are we really there? That's what we need to know. All right.
Baby, just got my new 250. It's gonna be probably putting in some laps on this thing, feeling how it feels. Dad got some new graphics for me, put some pro tape. Tad's going out and shredding. Dad's probably gonna ride his new 250 two-stroke. Time to go rip it. Here, I'm at first attempt. Oh yeah! Yeah, baby! Did you see me grab it? I went to go for it. Dang it. Unbelievably easy. Okay, I had to get used to it first because like the noise was like irritating me at first, and then now I'm loving it. But dude, I don't even have to clutch into the corners. Well, sometimes I am, but like that's for the noise. But other times I'm just and it's just like so easy. I'm gonna go back and get a drink. You wanna ride back?
No.
Huh?
Nope.
It's too hot.
It was too hot for that. Dude, it's crazy how much like heat comes off it when you stop.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you're gonna feel different.
Dang.
Heat is the first thing. As the moto gets on, she gets heavier, she gets hotter. It starts coming up. It's a great feeling. That's
how I feel.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to reach my kickstart and my pipe was burning.
Burning. Oh.
Dude, I come into that corner, I was like, holy crap, going way too fast, and I couldn't stop, and then I ducked it out.
You grabbed a freaking handful of front brake.
I know, I couldn't stop.
Just like that, we're on big bikes.
So,
You ready for this, Mom?
no.
No?
You think I'm ready for it?
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, she'll probably throw you on a supercross track just to really test it out,
Huh?
you know.
Was that what my style did?
Style's better.
Yeah.
Didn't look like a baby giraffe. That's good.
I kept smiling.
I would love to
I
look like
kept
a baby
smiling
giraffe.
like, oh, like down that massive straightaway because I was like, holy crap, this thing's a rocket ship.
How's your revs and drop the clutch? Is it as cool as you thought it was going to be, or
Yeah.
cooler?
Cooler.
Cooler.
It's a lot louder than I was expecting it to be.
Pro racing, if you go pro racing, we have to make it quieter, but average Joe that buys it and goes and rides and gets all the tracks closed down, they just ride by at once.
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Good. We need that for the neighbor.
Yeah, we need to go ride.
Patty's loving it.
Patty's probably like, oh, Chad's a bit slow out there.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Yeah, the neighbors are probably like, oh, Chad's a bit slow.
I'm surprised Patty and Clyde aren't
Went on a
home yet.
diet and he's a bit slow.
Oh, big diet. If you were that skinny, I'd be like, whoa.
a mustache.
That's a dirt mustache.
Hey, you got one somehow.
Bruh.
You gonna go show him up?
Dude, I'm like literally sweating before I put my gear on. I bring him back. I don't know if it's good or bad memories or just really hard memories. I kind of miss it, but brutal. Like I haven't even rode yet and I'm like sweating.
Oh, you've gone soft. It's a free
Possibly.
sauna for
I have been spending a lot of time around you, Ellie. My softness is coming.
Oh. Well, you better harden up, Brady.
What is this? E.T. It's my guy. It's going old school.
To ride big bikes with your kid.
It's funny, like when I was in front of him, a couple of times you almost had to like check yourself on like who's here, like who else is on the 250 on a 4-stroke. So he rides it good. So that's fun. I don't know if Mama's gonna be okay, but I'm proud of him. I think it always makes it fun when you have a thought and then the thought fits the timing and the skills. So we'll keep grinding. We've got a new game to play, so let's see. You talk about like experiences and life things that you've done, and I'm always sensitive to say it because I know that like the other kids watch it, but like I think that there's milestones, in particular like Kaya doing jumps and riding with her doing jumps and things like that. Tate riding a big bike in a 4-stroke is a milestone. I think it's kind of one of those. As a parent, that's actually pretty funny that Ellie jumped on the back of him. And it's funny because like when I was riding, I listened to him and he said that like when he was riding he just kind of had a smile on his face, and I feel that because kind of riding in front of him or behind him, and it's like I found myself just grinning and smiling the whole time about just it's a special time. And what I love about what we do, and I think it's a love-hate, people will agree and disagree, and that's okay. The skill set that I see my child have, and that's for me to decide. Everyone else will have an opinion, but it's just an opinion, nothing else. For me, it's based on like the skill set that I have, and that 2027 is the goal. And we don't have to play by the rules and the system, and I hate to say that, but that's truly what it's about, Like I live going through the motions, but it was such a different time with different bikes and different sizes and things like that, but I always did it quite advanced. And yes, you could argue that I had the skill set and the experience, but he truly impresses me. Like I really get excited about the skill set that he has. That has come from literally here to way up here, and now his head has to catch up, and his mind. And at every process we've done, I've never seen and felt the excitement from Tate. Like it always seemed like it was just normal to him. This step is the first step that I've seen him a kid in a candy store, like giddy, excited, and that excites me probably more than anything that up until this point that we have done, because you have to have that burning giddiness, excitement to choose your own path. I can help him, absolutely. That's what excites me, like I believe that like mistakes, everyone talks about mistakes. There are no mistakes in the fact that things happen because that's where you're supposed to be, there's no accidents. You don't, just end up here because, oh, we missed out. Like, my child is more than capable of being fast enough to race Loretta Lynn's, but for whatever reason, he self-destructed at the last 2 regionals, and we're not going. And then now this opportunity and feeling what I feel today, riding with him on a 250, this is a better path for us, you know? Spending the next month and a bit riding 85s and super minis, whatever it may be, and having a path that, in my opinion, is kind of set in front of you and you're just following and you're staying in a rut. This allows us to probably do things a different way, and I think I'm stronger in that area and operating in that place than I am stuck in a system. So it's really exciting. Like, huge smile on my face riding around with my kid and feeling the feels, and even Kaya, like, she's mad that she's kind of lost her little 85 riding buddy, but she was ripping around here today, and I think it'll even push her to a whole new level. My mind is already running at 1,000,000 miles an hour on things that we can do to make this such a advancement and positive, but we'll see. I'll open my mouth and talk about it when the time's right.